Hey everybody and welcome back to Split Couch Games. I'm Scott and I'm bringing you guys something a little different today. Instead of the usual Let's Play video, this is going to be a quick look at the new Gears of War 4 map, Speyer. Speyer? Speyer. I'm going to say Speyer. In the background is some King of the Hill footage. Got it from the developer playlist that I have access to because I bought the season pass. So if you guys are interested in playing the new maps a week early, you'll be able to do that if you buy the season pass for yourselves. First of all, I really like this map. There's been a lot said about the two new December maps replacing Relic and Gridlock, but seeing this map, I kind of understand why Gridlock was taken out of the rotation in particular. In my opinion, this map provides really similar gameplay to Gridlock, but it doesn't do it in a way that is exactly the same, and it might even be a little bit better. It might just be fresh, and that's why I like it so much, but it is something that I really enjoy. But I'm going to talk about that later. First thing I want to talk about is the weapons on the map. The first thing you'll notice on this map is that there's a pair of snipers. And, you know, I always love seeing a map with two snipers on it, because when that happens, when there are two there that both teams get a sniper, you know that shit's going to pop off. Like, people are going to lose their heads, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And you're always going to have to make sure that you keep your head on a swivel and check to make sure that there's no sniper looking at you across the map. With that, you have pretty standard frag and shot grenade sets. Each side gets one shot grenade, and there's frags in the middle of the map. That's all pretty standard for what we've seen in Gears of War 4, nothing new there. But the most exciting thing that has happened is that they've basically released a new weapon for multiplayer. Like, the rocket salvo was in the campaign a bit, and it's also in Horde, where you can pick it up off of Guardians, and I think you can also get it from a chest or something. But in multiplayer, it's a brand new weapon. You get 20 shots in it. It's a heavy weapon, so you move a little bit slower while you're using it, but if you can get it to a point where they're not expecting it and you can just unload on the enemy team, you'll see my friend, he got a couple kills with it very quickly, and you'll see me wreck shop with it for a little bit as well in this gameplay. It's definitely a very strong weapon, but when you take into account that your team is going to have a sniper rifle, and there are nades and there are shot grenades, and they have limited mobility with it, it's not too strong, but you're definitely going to have to keep an eye on it. It's not like it's a mulcher where you are going to get shot a couple times and you're going to be able to get into cover and then fight it from there. If they get locked onto you, I believe that there's a homing feature on it. I didn't get to play with it as much as I wanted to. If they lock it onto you, it will kill you in one, maybe two shots, but they fire pretty quick, so you're gonna die if they get locked onto you and you don't see it coming. Moving on, like I said earlier, the map is a spiritual successor to Gridlock. Generally speaking, you have a middle road that if you're not careful, you'll get caught out by some good assault rifle play. But you also have some good areas where you can set up and have some fun shotgun battles. There's actually some cool cover. It's a circular well on both sides of the map, because, you know, the map's symmetrical, as all Gears of War maps are. Not all. Most of them. Would like to see... side note. I would like to see more asymmetrical maps coming in the future. Take note, Coalition. But yeah, so there's some good shotgun fights to be had as well, so you're not strictly stuck to playing with the assault rifles. But if you guys are less fans of shotgun play, and you guys want to have a chance to use your assault rifles for more than just a couple of kills, you're gonna have fun on this map. If you keep your head on a swivel, you are going to have a chance to shoot someone with an assault rifle or have a snub out and pick someone off. It's so open, but also closed in certain places. So you just have to keep your head open, keep your eyes open, and you're gonna have your opportunities to kill people from a distance, as well as swapping back and forth with your shotgun. It plays similar to Gridlock in that sense, is where if you are up in a tower, you're going to be looking for opportunities with the Lancer, but even if you're on the ground, you're gonna have these angles through the archway and everything. So it's very similar to that style of gameplay, where you're gonna have to switch between shotgun and Lancer and watch out for the power weapons. It's very similar. But again, I think that it's really nice that there's 2 snipers on the map, and they don't spawn on a high ground, they spawn on the street level, so you have to take your sniper through the map to get to a position of power, as opposed to on Gridlock where once you win the sniper, granted you have to fight for the sniper, so it makes it kind of exciting in that sense, and you kind of earn the right to have your sniper on high ground in the middle of the map, but you don't get that right off the bat on this map, which is really, really nice. It's really nice to have that, because it forces the snipers to move out of their little hidey holes where you pick up the sniper. And of course, once you get there, there are a couple of flank routes that you have to watch out for, and the sniper doesn't just cover the entire street. If they come along the wall that's below you, they won't be able to shoot you, I believe. And you also have the flank routes from inside the church, and you also have to keep in mind that they have a sniper too. So while you're up high, if you peek your head up too much and you're not paying attention, their sniper will have a good shot at you. So if you pick up the sniper, your general strategy is going to be to run up to the middle of the map, the balcony, and try to get some angles on everyone. You might also be able to sit back and you can transfer between move around your side of the map and work on angles there. You can try to fire from a little courtyard area, I guess it would be called, and fire up through a hallway into the church, but that's not a great angle. And yeah, so generally you're going to want to try to move the sniper up to the middle balcony. If you don't get the sniper off spawn, there's a couple of different things that you can do. You can go try to pick up the nades. That's generally going to be dangerous because while they look like they're not really out in the open, there's so many different angles that you can get shot from while you pick them up. So you want to be very, very careful. You're going to use your smoke grenade to generally smoke out their side room that is looking at it, so they can't hide in there, and then you're going to look off to your left or your right to make sure that no one's firing, no one's crossing you out from the inside or from the street. There's also a back exit out of spawn, so you can be more direct in your approach through the church, and you can also pick up a shot grenade on your way there. And in the middle of the church is the rocket salvo, so you'll be able to run up a hallway, and there'll be a fight right there, right at the rocket salvo. Should be a lot of fun. You can also help your buddies who are going to be trying to take the balcony. That's where I will be most of the time. I will run up the middle street. I think I just bumped the mic, so sorry about that. I'll be running up the middle street and taking a left or a right depending on what side I'm on, and attacking the balcony. The balcony just gives the player so many angles, not just me. It gives anyone who's at the balcony so many angles on the street, and you can really dominate. You gotta watch your head though. Again, they have a sniper, and they have a very clear shot at the balcony, so you want to be very, very careful about that. Also on the balcony, you can turn 180 degrees and you'll be looking pretty much directly at the rocket salvo, so you'll be able to help whoever's fighting there and possibly pick it up yourself if for whatever reason nobody on the enemy team goes there, nobody on your team goes there. And again, the rocket salvo is really good. You just got to be very careful, pick your spots. As people play with it more and see it more, they're going to be able to react to it a lot better than what they did on my first game on the playlist. The thing I like most about this map is that it's not going to be just fighting for a spot and then that's what it is. You're there, once you get there you're set up, and then you just fight from there. There's so much going on in the map. There's the 2 sniper spawns on the street level that once you win the top side of the map, you can't just sit there and toast that advantage to a win. You have to make sure that they don't pick up their snipers, they don't pick up their shot grenade, they don't pick up the nades, and they don't just push right up through you. It's very difficult to have a complete setup based on, because you're going to try to take the church, but that's just going to be a base of operations as you push out, because there's not a lot of space in it. And when you don't have a lot of space, grenades become a problem, and just a straight up push of 3 or 4 people through a tight area might seem like it's easy to defend, but when you only have 1 or 2 spots that are able to defend that naturally, you will have to have someone in the other hallway looking behind them and just kind of in a boring spot. No one's going to be there, unless you're playing on an actual team. It's just very difficult to hold that position, I think. So I think that it's going to be a constant changing of positions and trying to get more and more advantages. And I think that's going to be really interesting, and I'm excited to see how that plays out over a longer period of time as people learn the map and the new rocket salvo. But anyway, guys, as I said before, this is a new type of video for the channel. I'm going to do another one for Glory, the other new map, and it should be coming out probably like immediately after this one. So be on the lookout for that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys are interested, we do release Let's Plays at least one a day. This is a special day where our release, that is usually a PvP release, was this video and the Glory video. But if you guys are interested, we have some Gears of War 4 gameplay, live commentaries included, PvP, and we also have a campaign playthrough that is almost done. We've finished the campaign and we're just releasing it. I think in the next 2 weeks they will all be released. And yeah, so if you guys are interested, you guys can check that out. If not, thank you guys for watching, and I will probably be doing these types of videos for more maps as they get released. Let me know if you guys would like to see that, and I'll see you guys next time on Split Couch Games.